Yep. Just a temporary fence, We do have a runner, which Cake's on right now. There's a pole there next to that barrel. There's one over there that the runner is hooked to, and it can go back and forth. And we got a leash out front that we use, and we also have e-collars, which is actually that orange collar that we have on Cake. Um, we use e-collars time to time on them, so they don't have to be um, on the leash all the time. But they have we have stray dogs that run around here and cats around here, and we live in town right now, so cars kind of fly up down the side road right here, and then there's a road right there. So we don't want the dogs to get hit, so we're gonna put a temporary fence up just a part of the yard here, so that way the girls can come out during the day and kind of be out here. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Um, with my girl. Hey, Strawberryshortcake, hello, hello, my pretty. But anyway, so um, I've been thinking about some things, guys. As far as my program goes, thinking about maybe going a different direction, with my program a little bit. Um, I was really gonna try to, keep it, stay in the classics and, XL, go XLs a little bit, but, so the classic class would stay alive, There's not many, you don't see many classics anymore like they used to be, and take away your collar's coming off. You don't see many classics like you used to anymore. Like when they first came about, yeah, classics like let's see if some of y'all don't even may not even know who the dogs are I'm talking about, but you got Purple Rose Carrio and stuff like that, and throwing knuckles, and they're some nice dogs. You got rest in peace, Low Jack Remy Martin. They were some dogs that I kind of wanted to keep my program. To resemble them as much as I could. With that real classic look. That's the look I was going for. If you check out a channel, a whole lot of Pedro. Shout out to him, man. He every breeding he knocks it out the park. I mean, every breeding he does, he's got some amazing dogs, and he's producing some really clean dogs, and I like his program and everything like that. He's I kind of get the feeling of what he's doing. I mean, that's kind of what I was aiming for with my program. I wanted to kind of keep it, classic as I could. Um, what I am thinking about, and a lot of people probably gonna be like, well, you go that way, this and that, because the way I'm thinking about, it's not 100%. I know there's some videos on my channel. You go back in my videos, a couple of my videos, I said I wouldn't go this route unless but I also said that if I did, there'd only be, one person that I know of that I would get a pup from if I was to do it. And, they, um, I don't know if I will yet. It's still up in the air about that. I mean, I may buy one, just see how it turns out. If it's something I really want to incorporate to my program, or just start over, and just go that route. I don't know yet. But to be honest, I'm thinking about maybe bringing in some exotic blood to the camp. I know for a fact that if I was to buy an exotic male pup and run it to my girls, being classic, they pretty much can clean up anything that I can take them to. But yeah, I mean, anything I take them to, their blood's gonna clean it up. So, any flaws that the exotic might have, they kicks over there being crazy. But yeah, like I said, anything I can, I might take. If I, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna go that route yet. I may, and like I said, if I do buy an exotic male pup, I'm pretty sure that if I was to take it to my girls, I'd get some amazing pups from it. Um, Again, I am not sure I'm gonna go that route. I may, um, but like I said, again, it's just an idea, you know. So don't go and start feeling. "Ooh, you said you would never go that route," and you're right. I said I wouldn't think. I wasn't thinking about it, but you know, I have seen some really nice ones. I've also seen some that, and there people's like, when they say there are no clean exotics, there's no clean exotic. I have seen some that are pretty decent looking dogs, and I really think, if I have no idea what she sees. But again, I am thinking about going that route, possibly buying an exotic pup, a male pup, and possibly running it to my dogs. And again, like I said, it, it doesn't matter, what I run my girls to, the flaws that they got, that dog would clean it up. Um, of course, I would try to get something that's, not just an exotic. I don't want nothing real freaky looking. You know, uh, I want something that's, I have seen, I don't know if y'all know him or not, but Joshua Gray's yard, his boy, Kaboom, he's got some amazing dogs. Latasha is the one. If I was to get my pup from anybody, it would be her. I mean, she's her breeding program is just amazing, phenomenal dogs. I mean, they're exotic as they come, but don't get me wrong. I've seen videos of her dogs, and people say exotics can't run and they can't do this, and you know, I've seen videos of her exotics, and they definitely can run, and they definitely can jump, and they can definitely play. That's the same thing they said about bullies. They can't run, they can't jump, they can't breathe, they can't do this. You know, um, so I mean, you can't believe everything you hear. Yes, she does AI her dogs. That's one thing about most exotics that I have seen, that some can't breed on their own. Um, Now, yes, I do tend to want a dog that can breed on his own. Uh, if for some reason he's too short, I have no problem doing an AI. I actually sometimes prefer an AI. It's over quick. It's less stressful on the bitch, and yeah, uh, that's my opinion. But guys, comment below. How what you think. About exotics, and if you have exotic, how do you feel about it? Is it? I mean, I plan on hitting some shows with Cake the upcoming year. I haven't showed her yet, because it seems like every time I plan on doing it, she comes into heat. Like she should be back in heat actually January 2nd, and hopefully she will be out before April, because excuse me, truck, I'm vlogging here. Because there's actually a show down here in April, and there's actually a 2-day show in Texas in April as well. So, like I said, I hope, she should be out of heat by then, because they're only in heat for 21 days. So, She should be at by the time of the show, and I hope that I can, make the show. And if not, if I can't make that show, then there's plenty of other shows, and hopefully there's more shows to come to North Carolina, and we can hit some. Uh, she's just get. I don't know what she's doing up there, sitting on that block. I was supposed to be recording her, and she's over there. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of section off this from the corner of the kennel here to in front of the barrel, which we're gonna bring the barrels on the inside, which is our dog houses. So we're gonna bring them, and we're gonna come around, and we're gonna put it. We're gonna come right here with the fence. But like I said, I'm really thinking I'm either gonna go the exotic route. I'm gonna thinking about buying an exotic male pup, and like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna 100% do that yet. I'm thinking about it. Nothing is set in stone yet. Um, like I said, it's still up in the air about that. I may go ahead and just stick with the original plan of my vision that I've had, which is stay classic and excel a little bit. I'm trying to incorporate different things in my program, because being that not only am I breeding my dogs to get them in the show ring, I'm also breeding them for a other purpose, which is I'm going to be donating some to be service dogs. I partnered up with a program to donate to veterans, and I also am going to be donating to be like CNI dogs or mobility dogs. So not only uh, so going that route with the classics and the XLs would work, especially for the mobility part of it. Donating to service dogs, that would work for them. Um, I mean, because the people that I've talked to, they've told me they wish more breeders would do it. If you got a pet quality pup, instead of selling it. I mean, I know you want, a lot of breeders, that I've talked to, they said, well, if they want to pay money, they can get the pup because they're not going to donate it. I have no problem donating a pup, whether it's a show quality pup, it could be a badass pup. You know, I, I would still donate it. I rather, keep the pups that I'm going to breed for my program and donate the rest. It's not about really the money. I mean, I would donate, a whole litter if I knew that they were going to go and help somebody. Help somebody else have a better life, whether it's a child or a veteran with post-traumatic stress disorder or a person that's blind who can't see, whatever. I mean, that's how I am, and that's the reason I wanted to get into breeding dogs ever since I was a little girl, because I always wanted to do something to have a purpose. I didn't want to just breed dogs, get them in the show ring. I mean, I put in work with my dogs. I train my dogs. I stack my dogs. I get them ready for the show ring. And yes, I would love to go to shows. Yes, I would love to show my dog. But in all honesty, if I go to a show, a lot of people go to the show like, okay, we want to win. We want to win. You know what? If I go to a show, to be honest, I don't even care if I win. To be honest, I really don't. I don't care if we ever win. The whole point of I'm just happy to actually say, okay, you know what? We got our dogs in the show ring. We went, we put in the work, and we put in the effort. That would be rewarding enough for me. I mean, yeah, a ribbon would be great to have the show for it, but at least I can say, you know what? We went, we put in the work, we put in the effort. You know, that would be rewarding enough. Um, but because there's so many politics in the dog game. Everybody hates on everybody. Everybody, discriminates about the next man's dog. When in reality, we should be thinking about something else besides, making money. There's people. Yes, bullies are not for everybody. No, they're not your typical dog. But we could be doing something else with the bullies to help better the name. Donate, get them out there, get them into the service dogs, get them with police dogs, get them out there in a way that people can see them in public doing public stuff. If you hardly see any bullies out there as service dogs, and that's what we need to do. We need to get more of them out there. all you see as service dogs is labs, German shepherds, golden retrievers, and stuff like that. Little dogs. But I have hardly yet to see any dog or any bully on any YouTube channel or in a store in public as a service dog. And actually, I'm gonna start using Strawberry Shortcake. I'm working with her now as a service dog for me, and I plan on here soon. We're gonna do our first outing with her. I'm gonna do a video. I actually took her over to um, right over there to the store. I didn't take her in. I took her to we went over to the laundromat and we were sitting out front and people just walked by her. She's laid down or she sat down. She didn't budge or nothing like that. And that could get people to actually. It was so cute. It was funny. She was just laying there watching people walk by her and everything. And this guy just walks by her and he said, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna bite you." And I just thought that was the cutest thing that he said that to her. He didn't say, "Oh, don't bite me, doggy." He looked at her and he said, "Well, I'm not gonna bite you." And that was just cute. And she just lay there looking at him like, "What?" but but I mean, yeah, it's so much that we could be doing with the bullies. Besides, I mean, everybody has their own opinion and their own options. But as far as midnight train bully kennels, that's our goal. We want our dogs to be more than just show prospects. We want to get them out there doing other public stuff, service dogs and police dogs and search and rescue dogs, and the XLs and the classics. Why not get them out there doing it? They can do it. They're tall enough to do it. They're big enough to do it. If they can run, if they can jump, if they can play, if they can breathe, by all means, do it. Get your dogs out there. Now she's gonna come and get herself stuff. Watch. Yep, got yourself wrapped around there, didn't you? But but I don't know who's watching. But thanks for peeking. You haven't commented, so I don't know who you are. But thank you for tuning in and watching my live feed. There's my husband. He's coming back. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here. Uh, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already. And I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off now. Okay, bye.